This was definitely, I can't slide it. This was definitely one of those things where I didn't look too much into it because I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to actually have fun when I played the game again because it was a title that I wanted and that I expected to be a certain thing. And when it came out, I was just ready to take it for what it was. Now, this being an early access game, once again, I was ready to take it for what it was. Hey everyone, Toshiibeats here. And as you can see, this is it. This is Assetto Evo. Pretty much, I've actually had a couple of hours of playing this prior to this video. I was actually doing a whole bit on it. I had like a 41-minute long video I was going to try to like chop down, make it nice. Of my first time ever playing a game like this, or playing a brand new game and being able to talk about it, at least shortly after the release. And pretty much what I quickly realized was this feels different. Everything I've done so far as driving feels entirely different. The weight of how things shift around with the car don't feel as jerky. Everything feels more fluid, and I don't know, it feels right. Like my steering inputs are not nearly, well, how can I say it? Very minimum steering input needed to actually get what I have going on. And no, I actually haven't touched my settings. I honestly haven't looked at them. I was very happy to load up and just start driving right away. Although I have run into a few hiccups. And because of that, I'll just post a few of the little problems I had from my other bit of my video. Ooh, smooth takeoff. Did my computer just crash? As soon as I shifted into second, bro, in the BMW. Wait, I'm down the road. What? We're trying. My computer's like, no, bro, I'll be happy if I can get 30 frames. Ooh, boy. But it quickly led me to realize that trying to do too much on my current setup is not going to work out too well. Oh my god, my game. I don't know where I'm at. I might be off-road. Yep, I'm off-road. I can't do it off. Which is why I'm here at my favorite track by myself. Just trying to talk about the game in general. Now, it's an early access game. Clearly, some people are saying they don't have access to all the cars. It's offline only capabilities. There's a lot of things messing up with people's wheels, like no force feedback. Everything that you could possibly imagine with an early access game. Literally, they're still working on it. Pretty sure they're aware. Things are going to take time. And then having the little roadmap to kind of point everything out. That was interesting. To kind of point everything out really helped, you know, kind of, I can say, navigate or show where they're going to go and how you can kind of expect the game to roll out. Despite what anybody has to say about it, this is feeling a little nice for me. So our quick menu is about the only thing I'd be asking for at this point. Now, I'm a little smitten. This has been a very, very positive experience for me as far as driving and visuals. I turned anti-aliasing off. That's off for me so I can actually get in here and run the game good. It takes a while for me to get around my menu, but it is what it is. Yeah, being able to load up Laguna, you know, it's my favorite place. It feels great to just hop in the car and just go. Now, I'm very curious to see which cars are missing for certain people. Every car I've attempted to drive so far has been available for me, which has been the Mazda Cup car, the Ford Cosworth, the Camaro, the Honda S2000, this, and the BMW. The BMW. It was one of them. But yeah, like, I missed out on it. I wasn't aware of which cars were supposed to come. I just wasn't. As far as sounds, driving experience, that felt good. Going through that turn, trying to adjust for traction, and going uphill, yeah, I felt that. This was definitely, I can't slide it. This was definitely one of those things where I didn't look too much into it because I wanted to be surprised. I wanted to actually have fun when I played the game again, because it was a title that I wanted and that I expected to be a certain thing. And when it came out, I was just ready to take it for what it was. Now, this being an early access game, once again, I was ready to take it for what it was. I knew there would be certain limitations, but what I have in my hand is right in front of me feels good. I'm happy to be able to play this. I've actually been on a few other courses, a few other tracks, and everything feels great. The body, like, dude, the body roll now in cars, it feels real. It doesn't feel like there's just a weird yank. Maybe it's just my wheel, maybe it's just old too. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what wheel you're using. T300 though. And certain cars, depending on what you're driving, have a certain way of feeling on the wheel, especially if they're not, you know, well, how can I say it? If they're non-modded cars versus modded cars, they can drive different. But I know being able to come here and drive and feel like I'm getting a pretty consistent driving experience out of all my cars, it feels good to have again, especially with a whole new experience with the track and everything. Laguna kind of feels the same. You know, as far as how the track actually feels like being translated through the wheel. That was me shaking it, by the way. But being translated through the wheel, I'm not feeling too much of a difference. Rumble strips feel a little different. Hitting those curves, that feels different. Other than that, I don't know. Game feels great. Feels pretty smooth. I'm happy to play it. Like I said, I've been playing this for a couple of hours earlier. At this point, it's been about closer to 5 to 6 hours now. So I'm not mad at it. I just can't be. See, oh, that was it. See, the sound of the suspension and hearing everything move around in the car feels way more real versus hearing that weird clanking. I don't know. It feels way more refined. It just feels way more refined. That's it. It feels refined and newer. That's it. No, sir. Oh, man. Press menu to end session. I press buttons? Okay, I hear a little cheerful music. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, still gotta figure out the replay situation. But for right now, playing Assetto Evo, it's not bad. My computer's a little laggy, but I'm making it work. And what I can play has been fun. I just need a little bit more from the wheel. Just a bit more. Is there no other options? Just continue? Okay. But see, I want this though. That was kind of cool looking. Are you already playing the replay there what this is? Alright, cool. If that's the case. I'll see you in the next card, and I'll let this part play over. I'm just going to be driving all day.